each other in the first round, and we have a surprise already. Abyss making it through the veto.
Yeah. This is super shocking. Abyss has been Gen.G's permaban, so they're clearly a little more comfortable on this map. Finals in the very first map. Other than that, they've looked good in the two other times they played it.
For Gen.G, I think you should be watching out for how they play their flood defenses with this Viper. Having that orb.
Working, and what did we just witness? The Red Bull clutch comes through in a spot that it should never. Yeah. I think we've got to start there. This is a situation where he should get traded every single time.
Our pistol. Can he do it? First obstacle removed. Plenty more where that came from, though. Revealed up just in the last few minutes. Reloads off. Turret up. Catches one of the contacts, but Sentinel's not willing to give them too much of a fight here. Sassy's so wide out into the open. 14 HP. Turret's still up. Tens us to break this one. A single shot will do it. Meteor delivers it.
Well, there's a reason that this guy was the MVP. Get that flood retake working, and what did we just witness? The Red Bull clutch comes through in a spot that it should never. Yeah. I think we've got to start there. This is a situation where he should get traded every single time.
Got to agree with that.
This round, which Meteor is under quite a bit of pressure here.
Quite a lot, actually, overwhelming. Damage is being done to them, but it's been flooded in.
And should be all good.
And it should be, yeah. Sealed up here. Spikes drop down. Zeltis follow through Zekken. Got a lot in his face here still. Nothing to really shut them down. Meteor dodging the flash, up and away. Looking snappy and magnetic into the moment. Still a TP forward. Sentinels not to be disallowed this, but pushing through the one way. It is Chaos incarnate. Down to that 1v2. Munchkin.
They're trying to go back towards Garage.
Texture. He's trying to play an off angle to get ahead of this util that they might use to clear this, and he is ahead of the phone line. 2 removed. Drop just like that, pushing through the Junkie T, quick to equalize. It's a 3v3. Still, the reinforcements are here. This is the danger zone for Sentinels. You're walking straight into the maw, and it's only firepower. They're going to be able to bail yourself out. Texture can only do so much with that Sheriff in hand, and the plant has to be stuck down. Bullet spraying and praying away, but Tens ready to...
A 6-map win streak at the start of stage 2. Yeah, it's something that I think people have forgotten because they went out ignominiously from playoffs. And they'd lost to G2 right before the playoffs as well. But they're still a competent team, and if you catch them on a good day, woe betide you.
Yeah. Actually fall back into the long angle flash. Just about dodge here. Second has dropped. This is disjointed here by Sentinels. The aftershock has to get used now. Meteor wrapping behind, and a coordinated attempt. It works to full fruition. Gen.G, beautiful work.
What value from the lockdown as well.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've really seen too many people popping it down there. It's really
Small
tough to tell.
Size, yeah.
It's tough to tell who's good on Abyss, obviously, but also Haven at the moment. And I think, you know, as we head deeper in this map pool, even more unknowns. The decisive.
Yeah. Coming out through the smoke, Trailblazer spotting it. Paranoia rolling front out for the back. Nobody's watching this one. Second, he's going to be dropped here, trying to fight for the side control. It's all over the place. Sentinels caught completely unaware, and a spray down transfer just does not connect. Everybody falls once more. This time, it's Sentinels drifting back to that spectator seat, and Gen.G maybe one step closer to making it equalized at the half. Stop this one as well. Another B attempt and push in. Spots the player. Spamming away. Somebody's to cover this one down and below. Stunned up. Matters not. Second. Just walking straight into this one. Still Charon is out and away. Charon delivers it side by side. Him and Lakia.
It depends what your argument would be, but they're both so far behind Charon they can't even see him in the race. Yeah. He's sprinted off into the distance, over the horizon. It would take one of those guys like John or winning champs, honestly, to overtake him for Rookie of the Year. Like you said, Gen.G have been in every finals with a rookie
working for him, but the weaponry is not. Plant from Zelsis stuck, committed, needs to be held out here. Weak players all around. It's all about this first shot that lands. Finally, needs a second one. Dash now active, doesn't know where he is, and it's wrapped all the way round. Texture, you absolute animal.
Watching these guys play sometimes.
Individual game IQ, it's off the charts.
It really is. You know, we can see, we've got a mini-map.
Yeah.
He's operating fully in the dark in this spot, and he's got a perfect read on that timing.
These rotations have occurred, but listen, Gen.G, They put up all the barricades. They are ready to receive every single player. Full line over and through. Lakia inside the Cloudburst plays. Once inside of it, the wall up in their face. Sentinels cannot step past it. It's up to Sassy and more. With only 15 seconds to do it. Your options are pretty much entirely ran out. Up, grabbed and away. Fade away with a Blade Storm. It's a flourish to finish, man. And only a few seconds remain before Gen G take this lead from first half of Haven. No time on the clock to play with. 7-5 will be what we stare at. Now the time to strike is here. TextJ's way ahead of it inside the smoke. Any sort of timings the Sentinels were looking to try and take, they've missed it. Already TextJ still. Sassy. That's 2. They need more than that. And no one from Gen G is willing to even give him it. Ice cold from them, a tap onto the spike. No one out into the open. He has to stick it for the only win con. Gen G. Almost inevitable that they contact it.
There's
no way.
Can't believe they didn't give it away there.
There's no way. They don't even spam. They're just all the way up, and it's all for free here. Paranoia, Flash, it's all offloaded, concatenated, out and over the top as well. It's down to TenZ to hold it, locking it down. In through the back, the reset is magnanimous. This guy will not be stopped. He denies any attempt to take that A site. Those options and opportunities. Caron inside the smoke, not being cleared out. Dodging, weaving, TPing away. Still being watched for Meteor. 1v2. Meteor cannot land it. The transfer almost intact, but eventually it was one of the match.
Really beautiful play from TenZ, must be said. Second is struggling. I didn't even realize at this point, to be honest with you, because I felt like he was getting into sight.
Immediate pivot. Caron, he's straight there with him. Turret broken down into mid here, but the A site is theirs. Now with Texture removing John. The mid avenue completely opened up. Uncertainty into the back of Sentinel's minds, but they want to go to this one thick and fast. Playing forwards here, at least with the dart in hand, and the rifles are not doing enough. It's Sassy and Zelsis up against the world. They're not being given even an easy fight in the slightest. The movement ajar. Backing away, Sentinels be lucky to get anything. Still, Caron drop towards the back. Texture, phantom play, and up to 4-piece. Ace stolen away.
Another ace.
Got a film for him, man. Oh my God.
He's had 12 4Ks since his last ace. Look at him. This one should have been it.
It should have been it. It
should have finally ended. He's so funny.
Oh, man. And it's put the squeeze onto the Sentinels player. They heard all that util. They don't know which way to look, and they can't even get the kill drips online. Full line. That's a potential team utility to just colliding and clashing into them. Hunter's Fury. It's panicked. It's offloaded. And desperation does not work out for Sentinels. Not this time. They did not know how to react to that.
Very nice pathing to bring out in a crucial round, and Texture's looking to close it.
And he's just
only
right in his
10's
face. Right click, but followed up by Lack.
From the Vibes Merchant. Selling wins as well here, but he needs to be doing more of it. The whole team needs to be doing more of it. It's not just down to him.
No, I can't really focus on any definitive, at least for the debt. So one of the Nana Swarms is off. Meteor finds it, still traded. Caron. That's a sweep from behind here now, the backstab, but maybe just pushing back in the way. Lakia needs support and he needs help if this is even going to be doable. Flash in through the box, smoke is up in his face, a tap in his way. That's a bit of spam to follow up. Caron, and now a lot more to do. Spike being defused, stuck fully, and TenZ there to defend him. Sentinels are still alive in this map. They're not just about escaping. 50 HP though, and now it's being fully committed. The Molly at their feet as well. They are separating these players, picking them apart. Nobody is allowed to anger this site. To set up and execute, the pit drop down, man. And TenZ has got to make a play. He's already found it, whipping it around. Meteor, rifle in hand, leaving it to the 2. And only the Blade Storm. A rifle for John QT. They're going to need to be handed a couple of easy kills, but Meteor will not give them anything at all. A 4K to finish up the map. Haven is theirs.
And how you're playing off of it, it almost, in a weird way, reminds me of Yoru, where it requires a tremendous amount of coordination and a tremendous amount of discipline to play it properly, but if you can pull it off, it looks amazing.
Yeah. I think
Gen G were the better team there. But an entire series where you don't win pistols is almost impossible to win. SEN need to be working on these. They didn't get a good beginning to it, and Gen G managed to close it out there towards the end as well, just hitting good shots. Double body shots.
All as well for himself, just to disengage. Grab that, calling, the play is made. Caron You gotta be joking. Just with that Sheriff in hand. Goodness me, even when the ideas are good, even when they try and go for the preemptive strike, it's still not good enough. I gotta see that.
And that means they've got 3 rifles for the bonus too. I mean, take a look at these shots. Gravnet comes out.
Listen, dude, I mean, come on. I know it's against an eco, but still, as a Gravnet, he's locked down, but he will just open themselves up. But as the doors drop down, texture. You gotta be joking.
You're not allowed to do that.
There's no way. Running and gunning inside the Cloudburst. Taking names. 4v4. Too much to clear, surely. Meteor crouched up. This is unorthodox in terms of the angle, and of course it is. Rips them all away.
Spots. The one from Texture, I'm sorry, that one's illegal. That one is illegal. But Meteor's play as well, it's so nice. They've got Karen.
The home crowd, listen, that was kind of pushed back at Shanghai when they were literally the villains. All the way through, it's an open side again over towards A.
30 seconds.
Drone broken, slight tag, double faced up and out, but just missing the shot.
Are they even going to get out?
I don't know. Detainment
All
onto 3. Yeah, all 3.
All 3
Time to hunt.
detained.
It's time to chase. They know it. They can feel it. Texture. Time waits out. Oh my. Barely skirting away. It's going to be a comedic finish at around here, potentially. Raider held, but not the back. Still a few shots fired off as well. That drone has to be broken. Celsius locks it down, holds the line, and now evacuates back and away. The just bumper bullet straight through the wall, and spam from Leoden will supplement all.
One enemy
That is it. There's a connection. Molly down and
That's
through.
the spike.
Texture has to drop them. He's through and out. They're going to try and flood themselves in. Gen G. Happy to fight them straight back at you. Second, Bladestorm now increasing that tempo and even offered up a rifle. Charon now with the plant. 2v3. Dart fired off. No reveals in sight, but jumps round. And
Another one. And this is a round where it looked like Sentinels, again, their system was working. They got the Annihilation off. It grabbed a player with the spike. But I don't think they were anticipating as heavily that it was an A split and someone could retrieve that player. Pulled out.
Easy fight, he's worried about it. He swung from main as well, picked it apart. I mean, methodical is what you call that. Gen G, there was no easy access, no fair fight to be taken for the anchoring players. Dodging and weaving the entire way through.
Look, I gotta say, it's finding very little value.
Yeah.
The walls, it's difficult to find a good timing to use that mesh barrier, barrier mesh, sorry, because Munchkin's happy to call a slow round.
Attack dart is broken here and through John. Finally delivering the reset from Meteor. Not enough to see you can at least find a way to them together.
Yeah, and I think good, you gotta credit the tactical timeout there. They get 10s into wine. Could he have been cleared? Absolutely. Should Texture have maybe waited a second for the fragment grenade to come through? Yeah, also. Yeah. But 10s does get
to try and repurpose out through A main. Everybody locked onto the sides here, but the one way they choose to fight this one. They want to hold it down, and again, this retake is getting more and more difficult. Dart immediately dealt with. Time is ticking away. Sentinels running out of those options. Double up, high-low. Gonna try and push them back and away. Lakia, last one left, and he will fall in the end. So, just stalwart defense that they've really cooked up here now that they've at least taken control of the site. Look at that. As soon as they hear the footsteps in the util, it's a dart and spam out from below and already the
player without it. An 8-4 half, not unusual on Ascent, but it's usually the other way around, where you get your defenders in the lead.
With how dominant Gen G have been on the pistol rounds, you know, if it follows the same course, you're looking at like an 8-4 turning into a 10-4.
Yeah, and at that point, it's just Kurt.
Has to be Munchkin as that playmaker finds the one. Peak in timing, off of it, only 5 bullets left, but a tap from Sassy as well. It's all so unlikely for him, and he needs to hit the second. Time ticking, forced to stick it, and time not enough on Sen's side.
Territory of Seoul, home territory of Ascent. I think showcasing that they really are the best in the world on this map.
Yeah.
There wasn't so much an exec in that final round as they just walked up with an operator.
Still found the openings though. I mean, listen, this team is so good at picking apart. Opening for Meteor potentially there. He's already out though, and the players are straight through and out. The whiff might cost them still. Dart forwards, forces the issue out of Texture, and they do clean it up. So Sentinels is a 3v3 in a crossfire setup. Baiting the shots, Karon's there, Meteor alongside it. Do not lose this one, Sentinels. Your best chance in a bloody long time, and you gotta clean it up. Genji are kind of aware of this one. Munchkin, it's an off angle, and he's got to deliver. Will do with the first. Occasion is face, preemptive spam will lay claim to a multitude of kills. And it leaves it just down to 10s, up and over, not enough. Can't overcome it.
We've seen the Cypher deadlock. We know that it's got at least some good fundamentals to work on. We're going to need to see Zalsis trading out stuff like this, though.
Yeah. Lakia has to do a lot here. It's running and gunning to trade it out, but they weren't expecting, and again Meteor delivers to Death Blow. And it might just be an around-winning moment, indeed. Still locks it up here, and spam. Being offloaded, Texture does manage to at least get 2, but it's even out and it has handed guns over.
Yeah, that's a major win for Sentinel.
Munchkin, there's a drone in his face. It's not being watched for into the smoke. The awareness is off the charts. He doesn't go for the easy kill, but now he knows that TenZ is lurking. Not long for the world. Glowing, this guy is on fire. Grab net, gets that confirmation potentially there. Flood defending in, right through the back. Annihilation and clearing in and through. Sentinels do have the necessary plays. You don't want to be handing care on too many more, though. A doubled up holding this one, side by side. Bit of spam hailing down the lane.
It allows Texture to do this.
This is not potentially getting cleared off angle, traded. But again, reinforcements are there, out through the back of the side. That's TenZ committing! Karon! He dominates the smoke. He will not be stopped. And a paranoia.
He's swinging into a smoke. The two of the people are already in. He can't get away with it. Opened up nicely with Genji's aggression, which, like I said, their comp benefits them. Not something that Sentinels could ever really do, support Zekken in that kind of way. On their
match of champs. They've not slowed down a beat. Up and over. Blazestorm in the hands. Texture is releasing. Just absolutely unbelievable form.
I can't use that.
Sentinels left to stew and simmer.
Knives back out though for Zekken.
Munchkin will fade away. Knives out, but back to the wall. Texture reveals his position. 3 left available to work with. Blinded up Meteor. He spots it, betrayed by the barrel. A 2-0 finish. Genji.